Well, don't we all kind of live in our different reality, though? I mean, like, everybody thinks that we have the same perspective, but we all have totally different perspectives. You know what I mean? You kind of almost create
To
your own
varying degrees.
Yeah, but like I feel like almost people do create their own reality. Like, what is it they call it? Main character energy. You know,
Main character syndrome.
Yeah, you know, I feel like
but to varying degrees, right? Like a lot of these internet-based leftists have main character syndrome. They think they're the most important person in the world. They don't feel like people in this country used to be part of something. But look, some people believe things that are true, and some people believe things that are not. Some people know something someone else doesn't know. So, for instance, you and I know that cast brew coffee it's the best, most delicious coffee ever.
Best coffee in the world.
But just because some of the viewers don't know that doesn't mean we live in different worlds. It just means they need to hear it and then taste the coffee so they can understand truth.
Yes.
Right? And that is the best coffee you'll ever have. Now, anyway, there are many leftists who will taste the coffee and then say it's bad simply because they want to insult and virtue signal to their base. The funny thing is, I know I'm joking about Casper Coffee, but it literally is true. You can say, hey, Joe Biden did a quid pro quo. It's just on video. And they will know he did and go, no, he didn't. Because they want to fit in with their crowd. That's the world they live in. We don't live in that world.
Mm-hmm. No, that video is so damning where he talks about how he paid the guy off, and they still just deny it. I mean, and now we're fighting a never-ending war there.
It's like good people on both sides. I mean, there's so many
bloodbath.
Right.
What's the latest hoax? The Unified Reich one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
That was funny because it also says there will be an escalation in violence in Bosnia and Herzegovina, and I'm like, they didn't choose that one. It was an old newspaper clipping that was used as a stock image. It did not say that, like, the media reported Trump promises a unified Reich. And I'm like, no, it said that economic output in coal is leading to a unified Reich in Austria or something. And then underneath it says violence escalates in Bosnia and Herzegovina. In no way did that paper say Donald Trump promises these things will happen. Mm-hmm. They just make it up. And the media runs with it.
Yeah, but the news is fake. Everybody knows. I mean, it's all
hundreds
fake.
of people rallied today.
See,
hundreds.
and this is where I get what you're saying. Like,
100.
I do think there is sort of two parallel realities where, like, Trump said, used the wrong words, and 100 people went out to his rally in the Bronx. Like, there is a level of, like, if you only read the headlines that are directed to you, your perspective is totally warped. But I think more than anything, we kind of talked about this before, there is a level of fatigue with all of this, even though it's an election year. The hammering home of, like, Trump is awful over and over again. People are starting to kind of get tired of it. Like, maybe they do think he's awful, whatever, but mostly their priorities are actually at home. It's how they're going to pay their bills. Why is this, like, issue that I'm facing? What's going, like, why can't we get roads? Should I get on a plane? Those kinds of things are what's kind of overtaking it. So the hysteria that's coming up, that's why you can't really get anything off the ground. Like, even with the Reich one this week, it, like, happened really fast and then kind of died. Like, I don't think we'll hear about it. I mean, we might talk about it for the rest of the year, but it's not like an overarching scandal that's taking down his campaign the way AI Biden in that video seemed to imply. Mm-hmm. It's just because people are tired and they're used to the two sides of politics doing whatever they can to sling mud at each other.
I think this is why I keep saying we're in post-reality, because you can go online and find whatever thing you want to be true. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the point I was trying to make.
Right.
It's like you can find information for any side of the argument.
And I think you could also avoid all of it. Like, I think there's a possibility that, you know how there are, like, stories of, like, people reaching remote islands and there's a whole population there that just live, like, without the internet, without everything. Like, I bet there is a whole block of American voters who are just completely unaware of it, maybe by choice, but also, like, if you're not interested in the news and politics and you have really specific interests that never intersect with it, maybe you just really don't know what's going on. Like, do you think that's maybe a better way to live?
I mean, it's so hard, though, because I feel like politics has diseased everything. You can't get away from it.
It's like a drug. Like, once you get a little bit, you get more and more obsessed with it.
Yeah, but I think...
but dude, like, when I buy a bagel, I want to know who that bagel's voting for.